Is it somebody right on my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I am here to do a quick, brief recap in what's going on in entertainment news. Now, it's quite eventful, I will say, with the people that I am talking about, such as Miley and Travis and Timothy. But then there's also some few people on here also that I'm talking about that are I'll kind of say like under the radar in a sense a little bit. At least it feels like for me in types of news coverage or where they have been in terms of status of in viewership of our eyes. So first, I'm just going to start off with the first and foremost is that Miley Cyrus is celebrating her Hannahversary, which means it's the 20th anniversary and 20th reunion, first reunion of Hannah Montana. It's going to be specialized. It's going to be televised on Disney Plus, which you can also get on bundle with Hulu. Just saying, but So apparently Disney is also going to be playing all 4 seasons of Hannah Montana. Tell me, guys, did you know, you Hannah Montana fans out here, did you know that there was only 4 seasons of Hannah Montana? I watched Hannah Montana and I really thought there was a whole lot more seasons than that. As much as I watched Hannah Montana, I'll say Disney kept us fueled with those 4 seasons. They really did. That's how much we loved Hannah. And so for our 20th anniversary, I guess us in our 20s, late 20s, early 30s, who grew up on Hannah Montana. She's also 33, and so because of that, she was 13 when she played Hannah. So just think about all the age group of us growing up and during the time and period that we're all living in to have a little bit a sense of nostalgia in that sense. Sadly, it's not paired with a tour, but that's okay. Miley says she's not really much for touring anyway these days. However, what's supposed to happen is on March 24th, it's supposed to be a interview where Miley's going to be dressed up as Hannah Montana, playing as Hannah Montana, and being interviewed by Alex Cooper. Yes, I now officially know her by her name. Yes, Alex Cooper, the Call Her Daddy podcaster. So yeah, she's supposed to be doing an interview of the Hannah Montana creativity. I really enjoy this one, guys. But also note, there's supposed to be allegedly never before seen footage aired as well. And then also Billy Ray Cyrus, and I think that was Dolly Parton, is supposed to be also there for the union. You know, it wouldn't be them. It wouldn't be like a coming together without them. I know we're missing a few star-studders, but honestly, we're focusing on the real main ones, and that was Hannah's family. But moving on from that, speaking of something great, is that Travis Kelce has officially stated that he is going to continue working with the Kansas City Chiefs. He has renewed his contract, and he said that it's all an inspiration of Taylor Swift. He says that him and Taylor both have a shared love and a shared commonality of loving their both respective fields, of course, but having a love and passion and drive for what they love and go getting it. And because Taylor is still out there going it, getting it, doing it, still promoting, even though she just finished her Eras tour, she's just released an album. Taylor is still hitting it out, doing it. And Travis is like, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be caught off guard here while I relax. And now that I got like the biggest hit, the Taylor Swift, I'm going to give up my career, not literally, but metaphorically. That's how it would just look and feel like for him. And he's like, you know what? Yes, if we're both the same age and we both have the same love, drive, and passion, why am I going to sit down on football? It's not like, is anything stopping me? Am I sick? Am I injured? No, and no, and no. So he's like, I'm going to continue doing football. He was like, what? He's just like, if Taylor can do it, I can do it too. Clock that. You got to love it when you're spouse is supportive of you. Your spouse, well, they're not even married yet. I'm already treating them like a married couple. But no, you just really got to love it when your partner is very supportive of you. Now, interestingly enough, I have two people on here that currently are not currently, but I have two people that have opened up about their health conditions. And that one is Doja. Before I get to her, one is Ice Spice. She recently, somebody had tweeted, it was like a video of Ice Spice saying that this video shows that her body is Ozempic body. And finally, 2 years, it was a video back from 2024. Finally, 2 years later, Ice Spice has officially came out, not verbally, but responding to that person's tweet, or did they call X's? Like, what do they call X messages? Anyway, somebody tweeted out that message, and Ice Spice responded saying, "No, it was depression, but I'm better now, though." So because of that, she has shut down the rumors, finally saying that it was never Ozempic body, that due to the stress of touring, due to not eating, due to everything that was going on. And then she was probably depressed going through, you probably know the whole industry thing, but no, whatever was going on in her life at that time was getting her depressed down too. So it was just like a lot. And then she started hitting up the gym to start working on her body, improve her self-image and improve her body, kind of like, it reminds me of like what Lizzo's doing, and there is somebody else out there whose name is currently slipping me that is along the same lines, going through the same thing. So because of that, when you see celebrities start working on their bodies when they have some insecurities, especially when it brings to their mental health. But hey, you know, that's what it comes with being a celebrity. I'm just glad that Ice Spice is doing better, and that depressional period that she had, and she can now joke about it or open up about it. And she feels comfortable enough teasing us enough to know that whatever the internet's going to say is not going to get her down and affect her mental health. So I'm really glad for Ice Spice on that one. Before, as I was saying, Doja Cat has recently came out talking about how she has concluded that she has lymphedema. Now, how does she come to this conclusion? Well, first off, she realized and learned that she has a family history, or it runs in her family, so it's in her DNA, so she can inherit lymphedema. But also, it was like, she said, it was like, guys, I had an epiphany. She's like, this runs in my family. And she was like, back in my moo days, in my early career days, yeah, that when I was really thick at the bottom, I think I had lymphedema. So because of that, she has came to that realization. Maybe she's currently suffering with lymphedema currently. And because I know that's something that affects the swelling in the blood vessels of your body and how your body processes and releases and drains fluid. But I digress. I'm not here to talk about the whole medical side, but Doja Cat is allegedly 30 at this time. So what I found very interesting, that's why I wanted to save Doja for this nice segue, is everybody is talking about how Doja Cat came out talking about Timothy, what does she call him? Chalamet, Chalamet, something like that. She messed it up, butchered it. But I had briefly talked about that when I did my reading and prediction on if Timothy is going to win against Sinners or not, because that's the big thing and the big deal out here. But no, just like Timothy Chalamet knew that he was going to lose 15 cents in revenue and payments, Doja Cat and many other celebrities are coming out. Oh, what is it? The View, at so many people out the woodworks are coming and talking about Timothy Chalamet. However, I wanted to bring him up yet again. Go check out that tarot reading, because I will say it again here. They are trying to sell us Timothy Chalamet, because how is it that, okay, yeah, sure, we're not going to take the awards from him. Like I said in that video, he is so cocky. He's just like, I know I got this award, this Oscar in the bag. He already knows it because he has award record breaking season this year of 25 awards. 25 awards Timothy has taken home. So because of that, it's breaking records, especially for him. So then you got to start thinking, okay, leading man, he beat Leonardo DiCaprio, but he's going against Michael B. Jordan and Sinners. So now it's just like Timothy Chalamet, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, Marty Supreme, what we doing here? So because of that, it's like the play of the media is warring. And I just read an article today talking about how Timothy has 25 awards. I'm just like, oh, so suspicious that we're singing his praises when it seems like he is tanking right now after his ballet and opera disc, which his family has ties to. So because of that, there really wasn't much to say. I will see. I'm quite curious. This is a really good one. If this was some sort of beef to create to get people to watch the Oscars and get viewership, it worked, because I'm going to watch the Oscars because I want to see this play out. I really want to see what's going to go down because I feel like this is almost a mark in history, because we got the Kardashians backing up, and allegedly Kylie Jenner is supposed to be at the Oscars with Timothy. So she's either going to be there when he gets the big win or when he gets the big loss, because she was there when he got his first win for Marty Supreme, and then she kind of tailed off after that, and now she's starting to come back into it. But then people are speculating, well, is she going to drop Timothy? Because we all thought Timothy was going to drop her, but maybe she's going to drop him if he looks bad, kind of like what happened to Stephon Diggs. And how the Patriots just kind of like dropped him because they was just like, yeah, I don't think you worth that pay increase. But yes, that's going on. That's what I see was going on with Timothy. It's, can he really pull a rabbit out of the hat and win the Oscar after all that has happened within the last week? So with that being said, one thing that I also found very interesting is that not only does Kim Kardashian want to be an actor, but Kylie Jenner wants to start acting now. I know she was just recently in, like, what was it, Charlie XCX video? Was it for like The Brat, something like that? I forget exactly who, but she had acted in this promotional for a music video, and since then Kylie has gotten her lips tasted on acting. She's like, you know what, I think I want to bark up this alley, and who's perfect, because she got Timothy Chalamet, the up and coming rising actor. So because of that, I just think that was very interesting of Kylie Jenner to all of a sudden want to be an actor. But she was recently asked on a interview what was her state about, like, what was her relationship, or how did she feel about her relationship, and apparently they said that she was stunned, or like flabbergasted, or like not flabbergasted, flustered, like she was like uncomfortable, or like wasn't expecting that question to come. However, also at the same time, Kylie didn't seem to like really answer it. She really just talked about herself, saying how she really wants to focus on herself, her kids, what interests her, what she loves, and things like that. So I don't know what that meant for Timothy, but you also got to remember the one time that somebody asked Timothy about his relationship, he got flustered too and didn't acknowledge it either. So was it a little tit for tat on that one? I'm not quite sure. Y'all let me know down below in the comments with that one. However, I'm going to wrap this up briefly and lightly with the Paris Fashion Week 2026 fall/winter women's wear collection. Whew, that's a mouthful, isn't it, guys? So, just briefly, what I wanted to mention about this Paris Fashion Week, I originally did a video about it, but somehow I had misplaced it and lost it, so I'm just going to do this in a brief entertainment recap. It is ran by the Federation of the Haute Couture. It's in French, but close enough. But so one thing is that this year's Paris Fashion Week was all about sculpture forms and the revival of traditional craftsmanship, and it was really the highlighting, the highlights. of silhouettes. They really wanted to highlight silhouettes. And that's basically, what does it like look from a distance? Like if you take out the details, I mean, of course, pay attention to details is fashion, but overall, what is the general look, aesthetic purpose that you're going for? Kind of make fashion like art sculpture forms. So because of that, it's a brand that's mostly it's a organization that's mostly dedicated to promoting French fashion culture. So because of that, a lot of the brands that they have there are French, like Christian Dior Couture, Louis Vuitton, and Saint Laurent. For example, Louis Vuitton had did a new folklore, while Balenciaga isn't one, but Dior had did a Garden of Earthly Delights. So because of that, these titles, they seem dreamy, they seem airy, they seem lovely. It's all about abstract nature, even the future of clothing. Where are we heading? Where's the vision in the future? That's the high fashion. Yeah, we see the vision in the future. It's just like, just because it's not fashionable now, it's going to be fashionable in the future, kind of thing. And they're trying to be rationally irrational, because wearing sculptures and art pieces isn't rational, but rational in the sense of we're using this as a think piece of where society is heading and leading to. And all themes are all about utopia, about nature, getting connected. And because of that, some of them had historic pieces, not historic, but tied to like history. And there were like other brands out there like Celine, Victoria, Beckham, Miu Miu. There's just so many brands that were there. It was a span of 8 days, from March 2nd to March 10th. But one brand in particular that gained everybody's attention, or a lot of people's attention, is this brand named Fecal Matter. And this is their second year at Paris Fashion Week. And they took the more artsy art of it in. Instead of making beautiful, creative, artsy, cute. No, as the name sounds, Fecal Matter, they decided to go with the theme called the 1%. Think about it, what I just said earlier. This whole Paris Fashion Week is all about the vision for the future and thinking ahead, looking at patterns and trends now. So what does the 1% have to do with now, besides everybody getting exposed? The Epstein files. And that's exactly the grotesque, the dirty, the vulgar, the nasty look that they were trying to go for. They not invented, but they incorporated prosthetics in there to create these looks, because they wanted to make a satirical critique on the wealth inequality. And because of that, they were all about post-humanism, which is basically what is future like after humans. Is it cyborg? Is it when they're more one with nature? Is it where it's less about humans and everybody is coexisting on a planet together? It's more utopia and less, we're like and less of like us humans at the top of the chain, we're all in this together kind of thing, as human and as animal creatures on this planet kind of thing. So because of that, that's what everybody's theme had. Like I said, nature moving forward, the blending of it. It's not, instead of cyborgs, becoming more like animalistic, beastly, more flowery, florally, becoming more like trees and bushes and stuff like that. So that's like the future. And also we need to really bring those listen, you got to think, so many things are becoming pavement these days that we're losing nature. So because of that, let's bring back the beauty of what was once earth. So because of that, that's one of the things that were highlighted this week on Paris Fashion Week. However, it was more of a creative, contemporary art, but modern day, well, contemporary is more modern, but a more modern take on it was all modern commentary. it was modern commentary through fashion, and it's through the fashion of how the French see it. So this could be the culture that they are reflecting. This is how our people are. This is what we are focused on. This is what we're thinking about, and we're broadcasting it to the world, to you guys. And maybe it could be other things that they're inspired by too, outside of fashion, French culture, but blending those ideas and concepts together with French fashion is what is the beauty and the whole point of the Federation of Haute Couture doing Paris Fashion Week and Haute Couture. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this brief entertainment news recap. I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Please subscribe if you have subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. Become a sunflower and spread all those beautiful sunflower seeds all over this earth. And with that being said, please leave your comments down below. And I think I said everything. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, if you enjoyed this commentary and what I had to say and the information that I had to bring to you. And with that, I think I will say this before I sign off. Hype, hype, hype us up. Subscribe to us. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Sunflowers.